Okay, we're back. I just finished my last one. And yeah, it's finicky. You really have to, if you're pushing too hard on the blade, you're gonna ruin your purchase on the vegetable. So it's a finesse game. There is a lot of waste, all of this, and those are the little cores over there. So, but you know, this is luxury food. It's a holiday, so we're gonna be wasteful because that's what it's about. And I'm folding these over in order to cut them to length in a bat. This is probably too much. I'm kind of getting a little bonkers here. It is oxidizing a little bit, which, you know, is a little concerning, but I don't think it's gonna matter once it's all cooked. So I'm gonna trim these ends. This is a lot like making pasta, basically, which is something Robert does a lot. This is an obscenely fat stack here, but let's just continue with our stacking. This is a very thin shave, just so you can see. And trying to do anything thicker obviously doesn't work. So keep that in mind. You could probably like blanch this stuff and it would be pasta-ish. We're gonna make, I don't know if I went into this, we're making something called a pave, which means, you know, a paving stone, I guess in Italian. And it's just a dense, very flat thing. I've heard it used in desserts too. There's like chocolate pave and stuff, so it's really just a geometrical concept. We're gonna stack these, layer them like you would, you know. These are pretty thin. I might bail on these, but let's just go ahead and cut them. We're going to lay these down with salt and potato starch in between the layers, and then we're going to bake it, or really steam it, or, you know, combination of those two, at low temp until it's solidified, and then we're gonna sear it before serving. So let's put these over here. And I was told to use parchment and use a lot of cooking spray. By the way, these like non-aerosol cooking sprays, I thought I was like all cool buying these. I guess it's working. I just, man, there's nothing like the convenience of a nice environment destroying aerosol cooking spray. But this is working, so I won't play or hate. So what we're doing is we're gonna lay these overlapping a bit. Yeah, these are thin, so this is gonna take a minute. This is why I just cut 4 celery roots to make like this size of something. So this is potato starch, or I think potato flour is roughly the same thing. It's in a fine meshed little sifter here, and we're just gonna kind of dust this. I hope I'm not putting too much. That looks like a lot. But basically it's going to, the moisture from the celery root is gonna just melt that stuff. And I'm using some sea salt here, kind of gently. What I loved, the reason I'm making this is we served it at the restaurant, and when I tried it, I was like, I loved how satisfying it was with, apparently there's no fat in this at all. And I'm always impressed with food that hits your happy buttons, and there's not like half of it is butter. That's kind of impressive to me. So I was intrigued and asked Will how to make it, and he just broke it down. So I hope mine tastes half as good as his did. So what I did, I learned that I could brush the potato starch a bit with my hands, which kind of felt more even. I'm gonna bake this. At the restaurant, they put this whole pan, seal it up, and do it in a sous vide bath, but I don't have one of those. So I am going to carefully seal it with foil and bake it in my trusty Oster convection toaster oven, which I have had for years and surprisingly good at baking. Right, Fluffy. One thing I've learned, I have started baking veggies like asparagus, green beans, broccoli. Just put it in a sheet pan, lightly seasoned with salt, and then if you seal it really well with foil, you basically get this steaming effect. But it's like, I find it's even better than blanching or steaming. There's just better flavor concentration. And I don't know, the texture is tender but still kind of firm. So I'm hoping this kind of get a similarly good result. One trick I learned about ovens, I learned this from this book, The Bread Bible, by Rose Levy Berenbaum. She says when you're preheating your oven, just turn it up to the max, man. Because you want it to get hot fast. And then when you open it to put the thing in, you're going to lose all this temperature anyway. So put it in hot and then set it down where you want it. So I'm going to do like 275. And I'm going to do like 40 minutes, maybe 45. That's pretty low. There's a lot of celery root in there. So I'll make a second video of what we do when we serve this, because that's a whole different game.